Got the yard all mowed. I think it's only what? Let's see, 10:14 in the morning. So, sorry, I'm out of breath a little bit. Backyard, front yard mowed. And now, today, okay guys, welcome back. It's Saturday. It's beautiful, sunny, finally. I think we're going to go ahead and get started on pulling out the dash. See what's going on with that Goretti system, yank all that stuff out, see what we can repair, backtrack, get it ready for S300, whatnot. So we'll get to that. I do need to put a new control arm on my Civic today because I'm trying to go out to IFO in a couple weeks. I kind of want to try to knock that out as well. So the dash will probably be today's content. Sorry I haven't made any video in the last week. Like I said on the last video, I'm going to be busy with dad life, but yeah, like I said, look at that grass though. Looking pretty good. So let's try to get this dash out here soon and see what we find, what works, what doesn't work. Yeah, right now, let's go. See you in a bit. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. This is my problem. I replaced this knuckle. When I got the car, I'm not sure if it was already like this or not, but when I put the wheels on, I didn't notice it until I put on the alignment machine. But right here, I got like two fingers between the tire and the fender. On the other side, it's like 3-finger gap, and so something's either bent. So somewhere in here, I'm not for sure if it's the knuckle, but I got another control arm. I'm gonna try swapping that out. It's got, like I said, it's got a brand new blocks upper camber arm and freaking all new rack, and our tie rod, blocks, coilovers. I'm just trying to figure out what else is bent unless that knuckle's bad. My wheels are dusty again. Jeez. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this done, knock that out, see if that fixes this problem here, and then I'm gonna get to the dash. So probably just put you on a time lapse or something, just get to it. There's not really much to really explain. It's just really installing a freaking control arm. I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys out taking off nuts and bolts. So I'm just gonna get this done and get it out of the way. Hopefully that fixes my issue so I can drive it again, and then I can keep moving on. So let's just get it over with. Alright guys, so gotta pull this bolt out. I got the 3 that are holding this back bracket on here. These 3 bolts here. But here's my problem. This bolt that holds the sway bar, this bushing right here, this link, it just spins. Like this part doesn't spin, but this bolt's stripped. So I got to figure out how to get that off real quick. And I should be able to drop this arm out, put the new one up, be done with this for today. Might do a couple things else on it too while it's nice out, because it really is freaking nice. And then we'll get to the Goretti setup. But yeah, like I said, I got how nice and stiff that is. These are brand new. Like there's no play. I think this is bent. Either that or somewhere in the subframe. I don't know what the deal is, but unless this knuckle's bent, could be in the knuckle, could be somewhere in here. So I'm not for sure. Last thing I'm going to replace is this, so we'll see what happens. So we'll get back at it. Okay, so here's a comparison of what I was talking about. Okay, so this is pretty much lined up the way it should be perfectly, right? Like everything looks perfect, right? Just, you know, doesn't look bad. But here's where it gets ugly. Now, this is the new one, the old one. Does that look bent? Like, that looks bent to me. Well, this just shows you guys when you fix one thing and you find another freaking problem. All right, so earlier I told you about that nut that was broken. I mean, not broken, but it was stripped. So I had to find another one. I can't find a nut to this bolt. I found another bolt though. I had to cut that one out. So I put everything back together. Everything goes together nice and smooth, except for one freaking problem. Check that out. What do you think just happened? Yeah, it just spins. The freaking spot weld on that inside the frame broke off. So it just spins. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna fix that by like either cutting a hole in here somewhere somehow and get a nut in there. I don't want to replace the subframe, so I'm probably just gonna have to ghetto rig it with something. But yeah, so that just happened. That's what happens. You fix one thing, something else goes wrong. That's the Honda life. So I'm gonna take a break from this because I need to get on that dash and get that Grady setup out of there. I'm gonna drop this down so we can compare and see how much more difference. I believe this fixed it. So this looks a lot better already and straighter. But now I can't freaking, God, that sucks. That really sucks. Is I need to drive this car, and this is why I probably won't make it to IFO or the car show, because of little stuff like this I got to go through. So I'm gonna try to get it fixed. I'm gonna try to tackle it later. We'll see. I'm gonna take a little break, a little mental break from it. And yeah, so I'm gonna get this tire back on, drop it down. Let's see how much more better she looks and how much that clearance looks on that caster. So I'll be right back. Oh yeah, look at that difference. Before, I can only get 2 fingers in there. Now, that's a big difference. That should drive a lot straighter. Oh, someone's calling me. Alright, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna trace down some of these wires and see where they go. I might not have to pull the dash, but if I do, well, at least most of the plastic, or not plastic, most of the interior stuff, panels and whatnot, I'll probably have to pull. I'm hoping I don't have to pull the whole thing. This looks pretty easy to just unbolt. It comes right out. Just going to see where all this stuff gets integrated into, and then we'll get to the cluster area and the screen. How they have everything ran in the back. So hopefully I hope I don't have to pull this completely out. So This is not like a how-to video. I've never installed one, never removed one, because it's not like an S300 where it's pretty much like a plug-and-play thing. This is all integrated. It's all old school, and I'm pretty sure this thing has problems. I mean, this thing's been rubbing. I don't know if you can see that. I don't focus or whatever, but it's been rubbing. It's all crammed in there. So yeah, I'm just gonna give, I'll probably just put this on a time lapse because I don't want to bore you with a lot of noise in the background. But if I find important details, yes, I will stop and I will let you know. And then at the end, I'll let you know how it all came out, goes back in, whatever I can describe to you. And then S300, it's just gonna be so much cleaner and easier. So we don't need all this. So I'll put you on a time lapse, see how that goes. Let's get this crap out. All right, so check this out. So yeah, I will be doing some more wire repairs again. Damn it. Yeah, well, okay, so I really don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry, guys. We'll figure this stuff out. We're gonna get rid of this, figure out the rest of the wiring, where it all goes, keep going at it. I don't know really much to really tell you about this, except for it's tuned specifically for this setup, and there's a lot of wiring mess back here, so we're gonna have to figure that out. God dang it, that's crazy. Let's see what we got going on this side once I get all this stuff removed from over here. So let's keep going. See if I can set you guys up. All this just to run a turbo application when you can go S300. This stuff is so old. Go back through some of these wires and just make sure they're going to the right area, the right pins, and before we hook up S300, because I really don't want to have anything overheating on the S300 or damage the ECU. So definitely want to make sure some of this stuff is correct. All this stuff Alright, so we got these 3 wires. Let's see where they're running to real quick. Oh, dang it. Let's see here. So we got a gray wire running into splice into the black and red wire. Brown and red spliced in. The red one's into the yellow, black, brown into I don't know what's going on here. Hold on a second. Brown is going into a green, a yellow green wire. Ignore the blue. That's an extension. Apparently they've been cut multiple times. So we have to go back through some of this stuff and make sure there's nothing broken. Make sure there's no terrible bad solderings or anything like that. So corrosion, whatever. But yeah, we'll go back through some of that. So I'm going to leave that connected for now, just so I can have an idea where they go when I'm ready to work on it. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Let's see what we got going on back here. What is this? That's probably for stereo. I'm not gonna worry about the stereo. This is ready turbo timer stuff right here. We don't need that. Where's all that? Let's get this out of here. Running all over there. Bye, ready? Fast and the Furious stuff. Too fast. Too fast. This is quite a wiring nightmare. So for starters, there was a remote start, or not remote start, but a aftermarket alarm. And here's most of your ready stuff right here. I already took out all the controllers. I mean, just, that's just ridiculous. All that crap wired up in here. Before this, it was a lot more. I got to get all this stuff out of here so I have some, get everything back to normal circuits, because everything's spliced and bridged into each other. And there's a lot just mangled in here. Like, a lot of this stuff has got to go and go back to stock. So yeah, I'm gonna try to knock that out as much as possible, clean it up, get rid of all this wiring clutter, so S300 will work. But damn, this is just ridiculous. So anyways, I thought I'd stop and let you know where I'm at. Sorry for the long time lapse. I've been trying to fight a lot of these wires that are just twisted and zip tied and everything. I mean, I hate when people do this. I really do. It's one of my least favorite things to do on cars, is rewiring everything to make things work properly. So yeah, that's gonna be the hard part, is make sure everything works properly. Yeah, so we'll see where we get. All right, well, that took some time. So where I'm at right now is, as you can see, it's a lot cleaner up here now. We are almost back to basically stock. I gotta fix a couple wires, ignition harness, the harness here, which a bunch of these wires were spliced into, as you can see there. Look at that solder joint. Like, I'm gonna clean all this stuff up, going back through all that, repairing it all. There's so many wires that were the wrong gauges, going to, like, I mean, some big fat wires going to small wires going to big wires. A lot of the stuff that was just integrated into it, it was just ran all the way across this car. I got rid of it. I mean, literally, I'm getting rid of it. I'm going to keep the boost gauge and the AM, but this air fuel ratio, I'm going to try to make that work. If not, the boost gauge will be fine. I'm not sure about the air fuel thing, but it should work just fine. We'll see how S300 likes it. But yeah, I've gotten rid of a ton of stuff, guys. I mean, I'm gonna go back there, fix this stuff, and eliminate this wiring. This, we don't need it. Put it on S300. Get this thing just back to where, if you're gonna run boost and all that stuff and have all this stuff hooked up, you want to make sure you got a good ECU. Don't run an old school engine management system, because that was like ghetto wiring, haggard, spliced, diced, and I mean, there was a lot of it. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. This was all underneath the dash. I did not have to pull the dash though, which is good. Didn't have to pull the dash though, but look at all this stuff. Like this controller, this, alarm system, that is just, all this stuff was underneath the dash. Then you got the engine management system, and then the ECU. All that was crammed underneath there, which I do not need. I mean, think about it. S300, they'll take care of all this stuff. Really, I mean, it really will. It'll take care of all this stuff and more. So why? There's no point in even having all this stuff in there. This is just garbage. I mean, S300 is not going to take care of your starting freaking stuff, but we don't need it because it was all wired into each other, which it was really super hard to kind of, I just said, you know what, just cut it all out, start from scratch, and just get rid of it. All this. This will cause draws, resistance. I mean, we don't need it. So S300 will take care of 90% of that stuff. So now for the engine bay wise, we just got a few. I'm gonna yank out all the wiring harnesses, get rid of a bunch of stuff out of here soon, clean all this up. But honestly, getting rid of that today, I didn't have to pull the dash. Looks so much better. So much better. Like, easier to work with now. Everything should be like a pretty much plug and play. Once I'm done getting going through all the connectors and all that stuff and all the wiring, like just fixing up the little small stuff, everything should just plug and play, and then just working on the engine bay. And then if he wants to put a engine remote start or whatever in here later, he can. Rather than that, I wouldn't recommend it. I'd put a fuel cutoff switch or something. And I'm almost done with this car for today, you guys. I think I'm going to tie it up on this one. I fixed my car, but I'm kind of a little depressed that that control arm bolt broke, or not broke, but the bolt is not going to tighten up. So I think we're going to go ahead and pull the bearings, check out the bottom end on this now, and inspect that, and then we'll probably wrap it up for the night. So let's go ahead and pull this bad boy out, and we'll check on that. All right, so I pulled out cylinder 4. As you can see here, oh my, hold on. This light up my face. I think this camera will focus. She don't look too bad. It's still smooth. Oh, my camera's not going to focus. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Crank looks good though. I mean, she looks nice and shiny. Let's see the top cap. I don't know if you can see. She looks about the same as the bottom. Looks like even wear. So I wouldn't say, I'm not gonna say it's bad or anything like that, but I'm gonna pull out the other ones and check them all out individually. And around that, there's no major chunks or no metal in here, so everything still looks clean. But like I said, I don't know how many miles are on this or how hard it was beat on, but nothing's discolored, nothing seems out of place. So I'm gonna keep going one by one, and then we'll see where we get at. All right, here's cylinder 1. I mean, it looks about the same as cylinder 4, nothing too major, nothing crazy. It's got a little glare to it, but and then be able to see in there. It's hard to tell. Anyways, it doesn't look terrible. That's cylinder 1. We just saw cylinder 4. Looks like some little deposits probably got in between there, but nothing crazy. But yeah, if you can anyways, we'll see what the other two look like. The cylinder 3. Shouldn't look too bad. Like I said, everything looks pretty good. I'm sure cylinder 2 is just fine. I'll check it too, but so far everything looks pretty darn good in this bottom end. I haven't seen anything majorly wrong with it. You get the torque specs for these ARPs, get everything torqued back down, and yeah, we'll get ready to clean her up, put it back together, get ready to have more boost, make this thing more reliable now that it's getting a new engine management system as well, which is going to be nice. So yeah, you guys, it's pretty much today's content. It's kind of a stopping point. I wish I can fix my car, which I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I might come out here and grind a hole in that subframe and see if I can put a bolt in there, or put a nut in there behind there, and then get it tight, and then see if I can get somebody to weld it up. But oh yeah, I got more stickers on. Got all my stickers on there now. Check it out. But yeah, so I'm just glad that I did fix my big issue, was my caster, like, because that was really bad on these tires, and I'm rubbing and stuff like that. This thing was shoved back about, I mean, 1/4 of an inch. I mean, it probably was literally the width of my finger or more. It was shoved back. So that should help out a lot now. But now I gotta fix that freaking bolt. It's just like, man, what else is gonna go wrong right before IFO as well? So pretty much do it for today, you guys. I'll have some more content coming here soon. I'm freaking tired. Yeah, so this is going to be coming along a lot better now that it's all cleaned up, less wiring mess. I'm going to go back through it all and get this thing just cleaned up like it should. So once the motor's ready, engine bay's ready, and all that stuff, everything's prepped like it should. Hopefully everything runs just fine, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So stay tuned for the next episode, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down shop for the day, clean up. If I make any more content, I'll film. So yeah, rather than that, if you want to see some more, hit that like button, subscribe, comment. If you want to, you got something to say, I don't care. If you don't want to see it, any more of this stuff, you know what to do. So yeah, we'll talk to you guys here soon, and you all have a good day. So thanks. Peace.